Hi, Paul Thompson from Twang here, and a huge warm welcome to this week's tutorial, which today goes out to Martin, who's requested anything by our namesake, the Twang. Okay, so I'm going to do either way. Not only is it a great song, but it's also quite accessible if you're relatively new to guitar or a relative beginner. It's got a nice little riff on the intro, and then the chord arrangement for the rest of the song is quite simple. The only tricky part is the outro lick, which is quite tricky. You don't need to learn that to play the song in its entirety, but if you have included it on there, if you want to have a go at it. Don't forget, if you are relatively new to guitar or a complete beginner, then please check out my online beginner's guitar course. It takes you from never having picked up a guitar before to playing some great songs at quite a good level. 26 lessons. Your first lesson is absolutely free, so you can try it, check out what it's all about, and then from there it works out less than £4 lesson. So great value. It's proving really popular with our guitar playing community here at Twang. So here we go. Hope you enjoy this, Martin. This one's for you, and here's Either Way by the Twang. Okay, on with the intro riff then. I'm playing this kind of around a D5 power chord on the root on the 5th string. It's not a power chord, it's kind of a riff, but that's the position I'm using. And if you can hear, I've got a little bit of echo on me amp there. If you've got that effect, then I suggest you try and put a little bit of echo on it. Just creates that little return on each note. So I'm playing first of all with my first finger on the 5th string, 5th fret, my 3rd finger on the 4th string, 7th fret. And I'm alternating my picking between those two strings. So my picking hand, and I'm using alternate picking. If you're familiar with alternate picking, then great. If you're not, just keep to down picks, just as effective. Well, I'd say alternate picking makes it a little bit smoother. Okay, so it's better if you can alternate pick. Okay, then on the next little part, my first finger is dropping onto the 4th fret, 4th string, to my 2nd fret in front to the 5th fret, same string, and then my little finger is playing the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and that gives us the riff in total. So nice and slow. Now the second time it repeats. With a couple of natural harmonics there at the 12th fret. If you've never played harmonics before, I'll give you a brief little demonstration, but it might be one that I could do as another tutorial. Harmonics are not strictly fretting. We're not fretting we're not pressing the string down. We're positioning, with this case, my 3rd finger right over the 12th fret marker there. Okay, not in the middle of the fret, but right over the metal marker, and then just plucking the string, and then just lifting my finger off simultaneously, and the same one on the string underneath. Okay, so give those a go. A little bit hard to come to terms with to begin with, but perseverance, you know, and I'm sure there's some tutorials already, but it's something that I might cover in the future. We can play those harmonics just if you're practicing them all the way down the 6th string. Natural harmonics occur at the 12th fret, at the 7th fret, and at the 5th fret. Those are the 3 main positions. Okay, so if you notice, I'm just touching the string with my 3rd finger, plucking the string and lifting them off. That's the second part of the riff. And then it repeats another twice. Okay, and that goes for that then repeats for the main part of the verse. The second part of the intro which again repeats for the chorus, goes like this. I'm using a normal D shape here. I'm picking little arpeggios over the D first of all. Keeping the D shape there, although we're only playing on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string there. I mean, it sounds nice to catch that top string occasionally if you want. Now the picking pattern for this, and remember when we're picking arpeggios in previous tutorials that I've covered, we're still counting in bars. So we're counting 1 and 2, sorry, on the normal D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the picking pattern for that is down on the first 2 strings, up picking on the high string that I'm picking, so it brings me plectrum on my pick back into position to repeat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm taking my first finger off then on the D. It's kind of like changing to like a G chord there with a D bass. Using a bit of artistic license there to kind of catch those top 2 strings. It sounds nice. Don't think it's on the actual track, but it sounds nice. So you can experiment with that. That's the chord sequence for the chorus there, or that's the pattern over the chorus riff. Now the bridge part, kind of I think rounded like a sort of almost a it's like a D with a starting on an E note there. The bridge part goes, we're keeping a similar shape, just lifting my first finger onto the 4th string. Then adding for the second part of the bridge riff, adding my little finger onto the 4th string, 4th fret. Picking pattern's the same as the chorus part. So. Oops. 4 times through, I think. The hardest part about that is bridging your little finger over the other string so you don't foul the other strings. If you want to change your fingering on that, then by all means, you can use your 1st and 2nd fingers on the chord. And then your 3rd finger on the added on note there on the 4th string. Yeah, whatever suits. If it works, that's cool. And that's the main arrangement for the song there. Now the outro, the tricky outro. Whoops. It is tricky, as you can tell. It's quite easy to trip up over this, particularly when it's played at speed. In fact, sometimes it's easier to play it at speed and you're not thinking too much about it. It's just up a D major scale, basically. So I'm starting over the 4th string open, the D, to 2nd fret, to 4th fret, same on the 3rd string, then my first finger to the 2nd fret, 2nd string, then to the 3rd fret, to the 5th fret, and coming back on myself. Okay, now probably the trickiest part is repeated those 2 notes on the 2nd string, adding my little finger onto the 5th fret, which is quite a stretch. And again, to get the speed, it's probably important to be able to alternate pick that. And again, 4 times through. The last time, slightly different ending to finish. Just a little repeated note on that 3rd fret there, and finishing on the little finger on that top 8, and that's pretty much covers the whole song. I would say, particularly for the main song arrangement that I've demonstrated there on the riff that covers the verse and the chords over the chorus, it'd be good practice to play along with the track once you're up to speed with it. It's the ultimate test, really, is playing it. If you can play along with the track. And I think this is doable. It's quite accessible if you're relatively new to guitar. And if you are relatively new to guitar, I suggest it's really important to try and play along with songs that you've learnt where you can. Okay, hope you get on okay with that. Okay, well, there we have it for another week. Many thanks for joining me once again. Don't forget, please subscribe to the channel for your free weekly tutorials. Follow us on all the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and all the rest of it. Please feel free to send any requests in or drop me a line for any requests that you want me to cover, anything guitar-wise. Okay, have a great week. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time.